Hi folks, Alex Umansky, and today I want to discuss the various laws that govern practices in the workplace. And specifically, the purpose of this video is to inform employers and businesses about the laws that govern their business based on the number of people they employ. Let's start with federal law and the various federal laws that govern employment practices. First, I'm going to start with Title VII, which governs discrimination and retaliation claims in the workplace based on national origin, religion, gender, which includes sexual harassment, pregnancy discrimination. The employer must have 15 or more employees in a 20-week calendar period to be subject to Title VII claims. The Americans with Disabilities Act, similarly to Title VII, requires an employer to have 15 or more employees in a 20-week calendar period. And the Americans with Disabilities Act protects employees based on claims of discrimination based on disability, failure to accommodate based on disability, and also retaliation claims based on disability. Another federal law, Age Discrimination Act, which is called ADEA. The employer must have 20 or more employees in a year to be able to be subjected to the age discrimination law under federal law. Reis claims under federal law do not provide for a minimum number of employees. Section 1981 governs race claims. So if an employee complains of race discrimination, you could have, as a business, one employee on your payroll, and you would be subject and possibly liable for race discrimination under Section 1981. Now, let's discuss the various local and state laws that govern similar workplace practices. The New York City Human Rights Law protects employees in the 5 boroughs of New York, and the New York State Human Rights Law covers the 5 boroughs and various counties, including Long Island, all over the state of New York. Employers are governed by New York State and New York City Human Rights Law who have 4 or more employees. And the protections by both state and city human rights law are discrimination based on race, religion, gender, disability, national origin, and the city human rights law also protects sexual orientation discrimination, which is not yet covered under federal law. And lastly, let's talk about wage and hour claims, which are claims by employees based on failure to pay proper wages or overtime. Employers are governed by those laws, federal and state, New York labor law, and there is no minimum requirement for the number of employees. So those are the various laws, and as a business, you need to know the number of employees you employ. You may be subject to liability based on those various laws.